Today we're going to try KFC's sort of new mac and cheese wraps. Now the interesting thing about these is they came out with wraps earlier this year. I think it was like January or February. That's when they came out with their version of a snack wrap, which was pretty mediocre, I'll be honest. It had the coleslaw and pickles, and that's it. Some reason they thought that was the way to go instead of the classic, lettuce cheese route with some kind of ranch sauce. That would be the way normally people would go with a wrap. But they went their own way with it, and I appreciated at the time that they were 2 for $5, which is an okay deal in this economy, I guess. It felt like at least they're trying to introduce these at a reasonable price versus some other places who, like Wendy's, who decided to go for a premium wrap, and then the Burger King wraps, which are just kind of garbagey. So unfortunately for them, that's just the state of the world. So we're with KFC Wraps now, and we're going to try a mac and cheese wrap, which the reason I mentioned that it's sort of new is because when they tested these, they tested them with the mac and cheese wrap, which is why when they were announced, I was kind of disappointed. Like, where's the mac and cheese wrap? That's the one everybody is probably going to like. But here we are. They introduced it separately, and we're going to try it out, I guess, for the holiday season, mac and cheese wraps. Which this is potentially more interesting, but maybe not. It's hard to say how well the mac and cheese is going to work here. Because I do think cheese is an important element of a snack wrap that has been missing from some other snack wraps, and some kind of sauce, which technically macaroni does accomplish. But I'm worried that the noodles themselves might be a little too much to go inside of a wrap. Kind of loses the part of the appeal of, I think, of a snack wrap is that it's a little lighter, and these are definitely not going to be lighter. But yeah, we'll try it out. Let's see how it's composed, because it's literally just their mac and cheese with a chicken strip, as far as I know. I guess there's some mayo in there. There's some mayo or some kind of white sauce. I assume it's mayo in there with the chicken and the macaroni. But honestly, it looks terrible. We'll taste it. It looks really bad, but their macaroni always looks bad, but it tastes good. So what are you gonna do? Well, this is exactly as you would expect it to taste, which is probably a bad thing for a review video that I'm trying to put out for people to watch. But this tastes exactly like the namesake. It tastes like macaroni and cheese with chicken in a tortilla. There's nothing special here. There's no cohesion. I'm not tasting, a mac and cheese wrap. I'm tasting mac and cheese with chicken in a tortilla, if that makes sense. It doesn't come together to make one single item. It really feels disparate. I understand. I think I like the idea of macaroni in a wrap, maybe, but it just maybe not. Maybe it just can't work, because it does definitely become an issue with the texture. The kind of like squishy soft noodles doesn't really make sense in a wrap. I feel like, again, another appeal of a chicken wrap is the texture. It's kind of crisp and refreshing. Not here. It tastes good. It tastes like macaroni and cheese from KFC, which is generally good, not great. Good. It used to be better, but I'm not sensing any kind of cohesion here. What I'm sensing is, let's throw this stuff together because we already have it, and not any kind of actual innovation or attempt to make a wrap new or interesting. It's just, let's put macaroni and cheese in there, and it works to a degree, but it's just not, it's nothing special. It's exactly what you think it would be. If you think that the idea sounds good, you'll probably like it. And I'll give them the price, 2 for $5. At least they maintained that. I'll give them that. That's nice of them. But otherwise, I just don't see it. It just feels like we're spinning the wheels, and I got to burp really bad. But KFC just spinning the wheels. There's nothing going on. The whole snack wrap renaissance this year was supposed to be exciting. I was into it. I was glad we were moving on from the chicken sandwich battles, the chicken sandwich, civil war, onto snack wraps, but nobody's hit it. Burger King's not that good. Wendy's not that good and also crazy expensive. KFC's just not that good. I mean, nobody has hit a good snack wrap, and it sucks because Wendy's themselves had a good wrap. They had a chicken parm wrap, 5 or 10 years ago, so long ago now, but I used to get it all the time because it was a cheap item. It was like $1.50 or $1 for a chicken, no, not chicken parm, chicken Caesar wrap. And it was great, it had the kind of like chicken Caesar salad ingredients in a wrap. Perfect. Makes sense. And of course, McDonald's. I think that's what we're all waiting for. I think that's what kind of the world is waiting for, McDonald's to finally do something to, you know, make any kind of move that people are interested in, instead of just doing collabs with celebrities and others, you know, merch and stuff that nobody cares about. Great, there's McDonald's Crocs. I like them. They're way too expensive for any normal people. That's the newest trend in fast food, which I really fucking hate, is the limited collab, you know, merch and shit. Like, I really, really, really hate that. It just, you know, it just screams exploitation, but not even in a good way, not even in a way you can get behind, like, you know, like a Happy Meal toy. That's exploitation, but you can kind of get behind it because it's a little bit cheap and you know, it's technically for kids, so, but you can collect them, you know, it's good for adults. That works for everybody. Instead, they're like, here's some $80 Crocs. Who the fuck is going to buy these? It's only going to be people of a certain wealth that generally probably doesn't shop at McDonald's. Most of the people probably buying the Crocs are doing it ironically. It's not because they like McDonald's. It's because they have a lot of money and they can ironically buy some fucking Ronald McDonald Crocs. But nobody in the real world like me is going to be able to ever afford those. So thanks, I guess, McDonald's. You know, it feels so alienating. It keeps coming. The world, you know, it's always been built to, you know, crush the poor and raise the wealth of the rich. I get it. But they're so blatant with it now that it's just obnoxious. I can't stand it anymore. But anyways, after that post, you know, consumerism rant, McDonald's, just bring back the snack wrap at the right price, please. That's all you really have to do. You know, I'm hating a lot on you. I hate every decision you pretty much made in the last 5 years, but please, when you inevitably bring back the snack wrap, because it's going to have to, don't change it. First of all, don't fuck it up and change it. Second of all, put it out at a good price, a promo price. Don't just shit it out like the McRib, which you maybe have seen that video, maybe not, but please don't do that. Please put the snack wrap out as it used to be and make it 2 for $5 at the very least to match KFC, and it would be a hit. I guarantee it. But whatever, you know, I'm just one guy, and that's just my opinion. So if you agree with me or not, you know, let me know in the comments, all that good stuff. But I will see you all next time.